Multi-generational living is on the rise across America, with the top reason for the increase being either financial issues or the extra need for caregiving, according to Pew Research. Now, the increase in multi-gen households has created huge demand for new homes to be built that can better accommodate these types of families. And trust me, the home builders, they listened, especially here in Las Vegas. In this video, I'm going to explain the different options of multi-gen floor plans, the pros and the cons of buying a multi-gen new construction home, as well as breaking down for you guys which specific builders in Las Vegas actually build them. A multi-gen home is generally one that has two separate living areas inside one self-contained home, each with their own separate entrance. One of the living areas in a multi-gen is always much larger than the other, with the smaller unit ranging in size from a casita all the way up to a guest suite that has its own bedroom, living room, and kitchen/kitchenette. We'll see different examples of how multi-gen homes are arranged later when I show you guys some specific floor plans from the different builders across Las Vegas. Now, one thing to note is that some people purchase multi-gen homes so they can either rent out the smaller living area to roommates or even maybe to another family, all to supplement their own income. It doesn't have to be grandparents or your older adult children living there. There are so many people that are already living in a multi-generational household, but their current home is not well equipped to handle it. This can lead to issues that having a multi-gen home could potentially solve. So here are some of the biggest benefits to living in one. The first is the increased privacy. It can be really easy to feel like everyone's on top of each other in a multi-gen household. So having that area that grandparents or adult kids can retire back to will give everybody involved that increased privacy. There's also increased affordability. Having more people under one roof means that the cost burden can potentially be shared by the different generations, if they have the means. The cost of care also goes down. Older generation and their kids won't have to pay as much for assisted living when everyone's under one roof. And on the flip side, the cost of childcare is lessened when there are grandparents at home to help watch the kids. These forms of shared responsibility can lead to less stress for the family as a whole, which is such an underrated benefit to having this type of home. Some of the benefits can also be risks. It's really a double-edged sword depending on your current living situation. If you don't currently live with multiple generations of your family and the plan is to move into a multi-gen house altogether, then be prepared for less privacy than you might be used to. Your parents or adult kids might have their own separate living area, but it's just one wall away, and it's not like they aren't using other parts of your home consistently. Living in a multi-gen home could also result in significant increased costs for the major breadwinner of the household. Some households can't spread the cost of the burden across the different generations. Lastly, having multiple generations living under one roof is going to be a lifestyle change if you haven't done it before. Several of the home builders in town have multi-gen options, including Richmond American, Lennar, DR Horton, Taylor Morrison, and Toll Brothers. Some of the specific models they offer have a multi-gen upgrade by converting certain rooms and areas into a guest suite quarters with a separate entrance. Other homes have models that are specifically built with the multi-gen theme already in mind. Let's take a look at a few of the multi-gen models from some of these builders so you guys can get a better idea of the style and pricing of what's offered here in Las Vegas. There are other multi-gen floor plans not listed here for the sake of time. So if you'd like a full list or you want info on any specific home builder, then please feel free to reach out and check out the description. So Lennar is basically like the godfather when it comes to multi-gen homes here, boasting the largest number of floor plans that offer this type of living. Now they call their multi-gen homes next-gen homes, and yes, that name is actually trademarked. The Lennar home we're looking at is called the Franklin Next Gen Home, which is being built in Black Mountain Ranch in Henderson. This is actually a two-story townhome, which is one of the only multi-gen townhomes you're gonna see. And it comes in at 1860 square feet while having 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. The starting price is $437,990, which is also some of the lowest pricing you'll see when it comes to multi-gen homes. But that's because it's a townhome. As you can see, the property is divided up by floors, with the bottom floor having the next-gen suite with 1 bedroom and a kitchenette, followed by the top floor having the major part of the home with the kitchen, living room, and 2 bedrooms. Now both units have their own separate entrances. Lennar has so many more next-gen models that are not townhomes, including the Pioneer, Mitchell, and Eleanor, just to name a few. I've also added some links in the description so you guys can check out their full suite of homes. Next, let's look at DR Horton, which is probably the most cost-effective builder when you're comparing size and cost together. This is the 3765 floor plan, which is appropriately named because, well, this is 3,765 square feet large. The home is 2 stories, has 6 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and has a 3-car garage. Starting price for all of this is $634,990 inside of Symmetry Summit. Now, as you can see, this model has a larger multi-gen suite on the first floor with one of the larger kitchenettes you'll see. It also has a full bath, bedroom, walk-in closet, and a covered entry. If you guys would like some more info on the DR Horton Multi-Gen models, then there are some links in the description to check out. For Richmond American, today we're going to look at the Sage model, which is located in Timber Trails towards the south part of Vegas. Now, Sage is a 2-story home that comes in at 3,280 square feet, and depending on whether or not you want to make it a multi-gen home, it could have either 4 or 5 bedrooms and 3.5 or 4.5 bathrooms. Starting price is $605,950, but that's probably going to be higher if you opt for the multi-gen upgrade. Take a look at these floor plans to understand what I mean when I say make it a multi-gen. One floor plan shows the bottom floor as having an office with a half bath, along with a larger pantry in the kitchen. The multi-gen version of this floor plan instead shows a guest suite with a kitchenette where the office was, along with a full bath that's connected. The pantry in the main part of the house is now made smaller to accommodate it, but there's a half bath that's added to the downstairs, so it has a bathroom. Now, there are some links in the description if you guys would like to check out more of Richmond American's multi-gen model offerings. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about Las Vegas multi-gen homes, or any new construction homes for that matter, then I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.